Okay, hey, everybody. I'm back, I'm back. I just ran across this article and I thought I wanted to share about T.I. and Tiny and their TV show. So let me share my screen and let's get into it. All right, here's my screen. It says T.I. and Tiny, friends and family hustle suspends production amid sexual abuse allegations against stars. Oh, yes. So we know that, there's some allegations that's been coming out by several alleged victims or participants. We don't know. So I say alleged victims. Ti and Tiny exclaimed that they are innocent, that they didn't do it. Ti said he didn't do anything with unwilling participants. He said that they were all willing, they were all of age, and he shouldn't have to. He should not have to reveal his bedroom, situations, and neither should you. Okay, so this is what he said. So that's T.I. and Tiny. For those of you who do not know, I don't know who don't know T.I. and Tiny. Tiny is from the group Escape. With let's see, Tamika, her sister, two sisters, and then Candy. So it's four of them. So with three other girls. So they formed the group Escape. T.I. is a rapper. Of course. And so together, you know, they build their TV show. So T.I. has been very vocal in the political circle. He's been on panels with Candace Owens and Killer Mike, and he's um he's been outspoken with the mayor in Atlanta and all kinds of things. So a lot of this stuff kind of seems suspect now that there's a new person trying to run for mayor. Shout out to Lovely T. She did bring that point out and how she connected a lot of stuff of for political reasons. All right, so let me digress. So basically, let's get into this article. Exclusive. Over the past week, rapper actor T.I., T.I. Harris and his wife Tamika Tiny Harris, stars of the VH1's hit reality series T.I. and Tiny, Friends and Family Hustle, have faced a range of sexual abuse accusations. Yes. And it's getting nasty, folks. It's heating up, and more people are coming out. It's heating up. They definitely gonna have to defend themselves on this one. Um, okay. Including trafficking, drugging, and coercing women. Listen, I used to watch The Housewives, and Portia Williams brought up. You remember when Portia Williams and Candy were at odds with each other, and Portia brought up the fact that Todd and Candy allegedly tried to get her in their basement, their dungeon, and tried to drug her. Okay, yeah. Tiny and Candy are a part of the group Escape. Okay, all right. So I digress. I just wanted to point that out. I remember that Candy said it's not true, and Candy went on to create a show, a burlesque type show called The Dungeon, as a play off of what Portia was saying. So Candy turned that into a money flip, basically. She said it's not true, and that was devastating for Portia to allege that, and that could really ruin her career. So Candy was very upset about that. And then everybody just let it go. Here we are probably 2, 3 years later, now it's alleged that Tiny and T.I. are alleged accused of sexual abuse, trafficking, and drugging and coercing women. Okay. The duo have denied this in the strongest way possible. The irregularities, appalling allegation, threatening possible legal actions against the accuser. So this accuser, she came out on social media. She brought up some old stuff and saying that T.I. put a gun to her head. And this alleged accuser, the first one that came out, she also, well, Lovely T had connected the dots that she is good friends with this young lady who is trying to run for mayor. So you see how this is all connecting? Shout outs again to Lovely T. She doing that work. She putting that work in. Okay, let's keep moving. The duo have denied the allegations, okay? And threatening possible legal actions against the accuser. With the matter still opening, filming on T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle has been put on hold. Yeah. So yeah, this is starting to affect that bag. It's starting to affect the money. When you got to put production on hold, yeah, this is getting serious. These allegations and accusations have to be proven, of course, but it's starting to affect their livelihood in one aspect, which is their TV show. The show had been shooting its fourth season in Atlanta since December. We are aware of the allegations, and while they are not connected to our show, we have reached out to T.I. and Tamika Harris, as well as local and state officials. Mm-hmm. An MTV Entertainment spokesperson said in a statement to Deadline, given the serious nature of the allegations, we have decided to suspend production in order to gather more information. Yeah. Yeah, you have to have the facts. You can't just go off emotions, go off hearsay, because this is people's lives you're talking about and you're dealing with. So and they have families, they have children. So yeah, you gotta be careful. You know, you can't just say, yeah, they're guilty. No, you innocent until proven guilty. Maybe people have inside knowledge, like Chicana. She alluded to some things. And she had to backtrack those things that she was saying when she first came out of her first video. She said a lot of stuff about the first accuser and Tiny. And then she had to backtrack and say she don't want nothing to do with it. She not in it. She wasn't there. She don't know that girl. She don't want nothing to do with this and keep her name out of it. She backtracked that because yeah, it wasn't looking good for T.I. and Tiny when she said her statement. I'm not gonna play no video, but I'm sure you all have seen that what Shakana has said. All right. Well, Chicana and the girl, the only way Chicana knows the girl is that she used to stalk Chicana and threaten her. So Chicana had to get a restraining order like 2 or 3 years ago on this girl. Yeah. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, according to sources, the decision to pause production was made mutually by MTV Entertainment, T.I., and Tamika Harris. Okay, so they were in agreement with it. So I guess they all sat down and said, okay, until we can clear this up and get to the bottom of it, okay, we'll just halt production, which I know is hard. It's hard to come to that conclusion, but when you're faced with these allegations, these are federal charges, actually, at federal level, because when you get into trafficking and raping and drugging, that's dealing with the feds, honey. two FBI agents lost their life Tuesday. This past Tuesday for serving warrants, search warrants to a known what is it, child pornographer. And he killed them, wounded 3 other FBI agents, and allegedly killed himself. Well, he's dead, so there you go. So they know this is federal. This is serious. This is not your local Barney Fife sheriff coming, to see what's going on. This is federal level here. So when you get into dealing with trafficking and drugging, and these are all alleged. I wasn't there. I cannot say this is for sure, okay, of what happened or all the parties involved. But I do know there are alleged victims coming forward, and T.I. and Tiny are saying they're not guilty, okay? So the burden of proof is on the victims to prove it. This is how this works in America. Well, supposedly. I hear also on hold are the previously announced plans for a spring season 4 premiere. So even future productions are allegedly on hold. Wow. This sounds like a takedown of T.I. and Tiny. Could Lovely T be right? Could this really be political? Or is something really, really sinister going on here? All right, let's see. So T.I. and Tiny, Friends and Family Hustle, comes from 51 Minds Entertainment. Its 4th season chronicles T.I. and Tiny living through the pandemic with their families, becoming grandparents, celebrating their 10-year anniversary. And in 10 years, wow, it seemed like they've been married longer than that. Only 10 years? Okay. Anniversary, and embarking on philanthropic endeavors. Wow. T.I. is hitting 40. T.I. is only 40. T.I. look older than 40. I guess living a hard life, stressed out, something. T.I. look older than 40. He just short. But he look older than 40 to me. But I digress. But so releasing his latest album and becoming a professor at Clark Atlanta University. Okay, so you becoming a professor. Yeah. Teaching a course on the business of trap music. Wow. I didn't know you had to be a professor to teach about trap music. Okay, I guess so. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do to be called an expert in your field. But okay. As well as Tiny executive producing a new talk show. Wow, so she had a new talk show in the works. T.I. is becoming a professor at Clark Atlanta University to teach a course on business of trap music. Anyway, this is the gist of what's going on right now. The production of their TV show has been halted, and future productions due to the allegations of sexual abuse, trafficking, and drugging, and forcing women sexually. This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. And on both sides, they both need God. On both sides, they all need God to intervene. But when you come to the status and you're trying to live a God-like status, like you are God now, you push God out the way and you becoming your God. All right, who gonna save you? If you're God, then you gotta save yourself, right? See, these are the things you don't realize when you think you making money, you think you moving up in the world, you gaining status. You know, you got fans gassing you up, people in your ear, all your managers and all these things gassing you up, people hanging on, people trying to get what they can get. They gassing you up, and so they push you to these goddess and god-like statuses, and so you push the true and living God out. So now you in trouble. Who you gonna call on? Yourself? You gonna look in the mirror, say self, and yourself gonna say, and say, can you save me? And yourself gonna be like, no, can't do it. You can't save yourself. Not out of this. Not out of this. You're gonna need somebody higher than who you put yourself up on the pedestal to be, because this is serious. This is dangerous. And these alleged victims, they're talking. They're coming out and they're gonna want justice. So is this political or did this really happen? Let's stay tuned and see. Let's find out. All right. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this, commentary about T.I. and Tiny, the update on their situation, please like and subscribe and share my channel. Thank you. Please comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you know. What have you heard? You might have an updated status on what's going on. Let's talk about it. All right. Thanks. All right. Bye-bye.